Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by our naming sponsors, Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law, know your rights. And Rouse's Markets, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. On today's show, we'll talk plenty of sports, Saints, LSU, Nichols, and high school with a live audience full of energy. Other participating corporate sponsors include Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barca Honda, Crosby Tugs. Now from the Eugene J. False and Lorraine False studios in Houma, Louisiana, here's the freaks of football, Bobby, Rich, Mike, Martin, Harry, Stan, and Chuck. It's time for Sports on the Bayou.
Hey, Chuck, you see, you made the promo. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Sports on the Bayou. Mike to tell you, along with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, Rich Marty. Got a lot to talk about today. We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. When we come back, who's in the crowd?
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
in Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors, Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Crosby Tugs. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Okay, we're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, you got it, brother.
All right, you know we get calls each week. Somebody wants to come up here and read the names and get their time in the lights. So today, where's Kristen Cole? Headache and pain.
Oh,
yeah, come on.
Come on down.
Come on down.
The price is right.
Bobby, tell her what she's won.
Yeah, right. Curtain number one, and not in the wallet either.
All right, we all watch The Price is Right.
42 seconds. Because you don't want the flags, right?
I don't know.
Just follow the number.
Okay.
Really? Okay. All right.
You don't need your help.
Table number one, Alford and Associates.
One of our naming sponsors. Look at Priscilla in the house with her crew.
Two, St. Martin and Bork.
Chucky Baby and Joe.
Right, Chuck.
We have a segment on them with close-up coming up later in the show.
Number three, Rouse's.
The Rouse's, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints.
Great egg rolls.
All right. Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute. But I'll let you say it.
Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute.
Stan is in the house. Perfect. Stan over there. I know that is a tough one, all right? 5.
Oh,
Jen Gator.
Jen Gator.
They kept Houma running during the storm. Well, a bunch of
appreciate
places
that.
running
Yeah.
during the storm. Thank y'all guys. They did a good job.
6, Crosby Tugs.
Crosby Tugs, and we have LaFouche over here. The perfect hair guys over there. All right. LaFouche.
Barker Honda.
Barker Lester's got some Nicholls State football players with him today. Harry's going to have him on his segment.
8, South Louisiana Bank.
South Louisiana Bank. They got the vault with them today. Watch out for Bobby. He likes that cash. All right.
9, Quality Rental Tools.
Quality. Jack and his crew out there.
Jack. Husband of Penny Clemens. Best RN in
you
the
know
South.
Jack?
Yes,
You know
his wife
Jack?
works at Headache and Pain.
Oh, wow.
Wait, say
Steve
that again.
wanted to list the names today, but I picked you
Penny
over
Clemens,
Steve.
yeah. Mhm,
All right,
number
there we
1.
go. All right, so let's go to
Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government.
That's Ernie Brown. I got to give them a round of applause because they got the power up after Francine so quick. Y'all give them a round of applause. They did a great job.
Terrebonne Parish School District.
There they are, the school district. Look at the superintendent, former South Lafourche quarterback in the house.
The real
All
quarter.
right, that's
GIS.
Grand Isle Shipyard.
Grand Isle Shipyard.
That's, look at the athletes at that table, and Coach Gano's at that table with them. Yeah. And then we have the Pierre Port store behind them, that's which they gave their table to law enforcement today. So that was nice of Pierre Port. All right.
Explore Houma.
Laura Houma is in the house. Come on, there you go. Make some noise over there. And we have behind them, Tita. Tammy's got her crew over there today. All right, very good.
Okay, my hometown, Headache and Pain.
Headache and Pain.
Happy birthday, 64 years old, Rusty.
Rusty, it's your birthday today?
Yes.
All right, when we finish this segment, Bobby's going to sing for you, all right? Hold on. And then we have...
My God, no.
Yeah, we have SLOP. That's the South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority. Kristen and her crew are in the house. All right. Too much time. I got a minute left. All right.
Retired coaches.
There we go. Coach Albert, Coach Canella, Mr. Donnie, and that's my cousin back there, Francis. Francis is shy. He's like Bob Euchre. He likes to sit way in the back. All right, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I like the enthusiasm.
Yes.
Like, just look ahead and smile and do it. See that? That's enthusiastic. All right, we're going to go to a break, but before we do that, Mike, we found an old clip of you trying your thing in a karaoke bar. We're going to go to the break, but let's roll it in, Mike.
I have to see this.
Hey! What?
When we come back, Saints Talk. You won't want to miss this.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Structural heart disease refers to a defect in the heart's valves, walls, or chambers that keeps the heart from pumping blood properly. Valve or structural heart problems may be present at birth or develop over time. Your risk increases if you have high blood pressure, plaque buildup, history of heart attack, take certain medications, or have certain heart infections. The Structural Heart Program at CIS and Terrebonne General provides innovative solutions and devices with the latest technology to bring the best possible outcomes for patients. Learn more at cardio.com.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, Back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Mike to tell you, the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, Rich Marty. Guys, typical Falcons Saints game, 26-24. Rich, what we talked about?
We talked about it last week.
Yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. 3 point. I mean, since I played way back when, 100 years, nobody's here. They're all dead.
I remember, Rich.
Yeah, remember we played. It was like 3 points all the time, and we were on the losing end all the time. My lights are
17 points.
17. That was like the magic number. Was the death threat. We hit 17. Everybody on the sideline would go, "Oh no, it's over," and we'd lose. We made Bartkowski a hero with the long pass. The
Big Ben.
The Big Ben. Bobby, this is history you should know about me.
I probably know.
I was on the team that created the Big Ben against us with Bartkowski. Steve Bartkowski.
I have a little history about Rich. You know this? And I mentioned this. He probably didn't even notice I knew this. You know Rashid Shaheed now, remember, because why are you feeling the punt on the 2-yard line? Come on, dude. You all pro. You cannot do that. You know, Rashid Shaheed needs 2 yards to surpass Rich Marty. To be number 8 on the all-time punt return list.
Number 8. I'm still top 10, though. I still be top 10.
8, so you'll be 9th.
So if Rashid Shaheed gets 2 more yards, then you'll be 9th.
Yeah,
Rich, I think that record's gone.
I think it's I got a hit out on Shaheed. Nobody knows that right now. I think he pulled his hamstring. I'm not sure he's playing the rest of the year. After that catch,
and here
he's
it is.
inside the freaking 2-yard line and over the shoulder, which is the most difficult way to catch the ball.
He's trying to catch it like Willie Mays did.
Well, the thing is, you can't give up.
It goes back to not knowing where you are on the field. Pennick did it on the sideline. He drove the guy 10 yards out of bounds.
Well, the punters,
the
punters have gotten so good now. They say 8-yard line. You don't go backwards and field the punt. But the only one I knew who got away with that is Deion Sanders. You know, well, what are you doing? And you can catch it and then gain about 40 yards. Okay, we're not going to tell him nothing. But
and
Rashid's
then
not on
Deion used to call
early
me all the
on,
time.
Saints answered right back. Nice pass to Rashid Shaheed. And then Taysom Hill in for the score, but Taysom didn't last long.
Yeah.
He's so valuable.
Then Kurt throws it downfield. He gets picked off. Paulson Adebo.
He's kind of handsy. It's feast or famine with him. I don't know. You got to make a good play or get a penalty.
But the Saints tied it up 7-7, and now going in to take the lead. And guess who they give it to? Taysom Hill.
Okay, they gave Taysom Hill. Well, we had 1st and goal on the 5-yard line. And then why is Jamal Williams even on the team? Isn't he a touchdown maker with the Lions?
The funny thing is, Bobby asked that the coach last night,
why is he on the
and
team
you almost heard him hit the brake. He didn't really have a good answer. Then again, Derek Carr throws it, gets batted up by Matt Judon. Troy Anderson, Montana State, comes in for the score.
No, that's bad luck, batted ball. But Derek Carr got to protect that ball. You cannot afford to give a pick six. If this screen was, it was read by the Falcons, you got to throw it in the ground.
And Cousins back to pass, throws it out in the flat.
Honey Badger misses a tackle every game. He has a lot of experience, but it seems like he was in position just to make the tackle.
Bijan Robinson was more of an impact as a receiver than a runner, but man, Aguilar, you hate when he gets out on the field. And in this little short pass, Alvin Kamara gets sort of lit up, and it's 20-17 Atlanta. Cousins.
Well, he may make it a sandwich back there. We still not getting a good enough pass rush to me.
Get a first down out of this. It sets it up again, still 20-17 in the fourth quarter.
Oh, Peyton Turner
comes up with a play.
And then we don't recover it. Come on, Nate Shepard, fall on the ball. Come on.
So now it's 23-17, but the Saints late. Derek Carr over the middle. Gets it down to the 1-yard line.
Cover zero, they blitzing. We should make that play.
Now, the first two plays you wondered, I don't know if they were trying to run off the clock. It didn't look to be. They were trying to score, but then Alvin Kamara gets in. But that was the worst two-looking quarterback sneaks I've seen in quite some time.
Well, maybe they were milking it, Mike.
Maybe. And then here's the big play, the pass interference. And they had picked on Adebo. But I knew when Koo got in the game, unless they blocked it, he wasn't missing it.
I said, ain't no way he's missing that kick.
He's missed.
And it's 58 yards.
He's missed one kick against the Saints. It was Peyton Turner. Remember, he blocked the kick years ago. But he has not missed other than that.
Yeah, the Saints play well enough to win, and then you give up 14 points. You can't do one. Bobby goes back to what Bobby says every week. You can't turn the ball over.
Well, we end up being -1. I said who'd be +1's going to win the game. But this is the moral of the story. And in the NFL, there's no moral victories. They don't exist in NFL. Oh, we played hard, but we were right there, almost had a chance. There's no moral victories. Hell no. The Saints must learn to finish the closeout games. Think how you feel, 2-2. We could be 4-0. I don't know what's going to happen against the Chiefs. Then you're going to have to beat Tampa Bay to keep pace in the NFC South. But just shows you the parity in the NFL. 9 NFL games were decided by one score, 8 points or less, this past Sunday. And 10 games were within one score, that's 8 points or less, in the fourth quarter. So it's coming down the wire. How do you close out games? This season, there have been 39 games decided by 8 points or fewer, and 32 games decided by 6 points or fewer. That's the most such games through week 4 in a season in NFL history.
Okay, we just in week 4.
Yeah, and
just in week 4.
In NFL history, that has never happened. So the bottom line is, this is how games are. And the one thing, you know what's the difference between the Saints and the Chiefs? The Chiefs, the Chiefs really playing good. They look like world beaters? No. They could be down 10 points, they're winning. The good teams find ways to win those nail biters.
We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Don't go away. Harry McCullough talks Nicholls State and also a feature of the week.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number 1 grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
Yeah, I could have. Right. We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. H, I'll throw it to you. You got 2 guests, a slimmed down Colin Guggenheim.
So you guys had the week off, so we're glad y'all can be with us. Let me know a little bit more about you. Colin, you're from New Orleans, played at John Curtis. You're now the second all-time leading rusher for Nicholls, almost 3,000 yards. You're a semifinalist for the William Campbell Award. That's one of the premier awards, almost like the Heisman Award. But because of school, 3.6 GPA, he's already graduated. He's now getting his master's.
So he goes to class. That's good.
So tell me about your experience at Nicholls. And obviously, you kind of one of those overnight sensations that took 5 years to get here with the LSU game. You know, we knew the Nicholls fans, but tell me about your experience here at Nicholls.
I mean, Nicholls has just kind of been everything to me. For people who know me, I originally went to West Point out of high school, so I was there for about 3 or 4 months, and then Thibodeau, Coach Rebo just fell in my lap when I came back. So Thibodeau is kind of like my second chance, coming back from the military and all. So just being able to see the city embrace me for who I am and just kind of take me in afterwards, it's been everything to me. So every day I just try to do what I can for such a great community. who's been behind me as well as our football team. So it's been great.
No doubt. And you've paid off. Guggenheim, we now know there's more than just a museum.
No, he Guggenheim at LSU. I know that. All I know is the rest of his life, LSU fans might talk back to him. He goes, all I know, they didn't stop me. And the film don't lie.
And you're doing some coaching now, right?
Yeah, so actually this is my 3rd year coaching the quarterbacks at E.D. White. Kind of fell in my lap. They reached out to me after my freshman season when they made that state championship run. Coach Grant Chasson reached out. He's like, hey, you mind talking to the team? Just kind of letting them know what it's like to play in the Superdome and what to expect out of a state championship. So I kind of fell back in love with running the triple option again. I said, man, y'all need me to stick around a little bit longer, and it kind of just stuck. So in my off time, I go help out there as much as I can, and hopefully I could do it for years to come.
Yeah. Well, Pat is a transfer quarterback from Northeast Ohio, Solon, Ohio. We've had good success with having quarterbacks come from Ohio. I guess one of them came from Southeast Ohio and went to LSU, and Joe Burrow. You came in, transferred in, and it solidified the quarterback position. So tell me about your experience here. This is your 2nd year here. You made all conference last year. Tell me about that.
Yeah, honestly, Nichols has been great to me. Kind of like Colin said, it's another chance. Being from Northeast Ohio, I walked on at Kent State my freshman year. Just was never really going to get a true opportunity to do anything, so I left and found myself in South Mississippi at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, and I got a great opportunity there and got to play and had a lot of really good players around me that helped me out and got me over here. And, being at Nichols has been awesome because I'm an outsider. I had never had crawfish. I didn't know what Mardi Gras was. South Louisiana is an awesome place, but it was a foreign world to me when I got here. So it's been awesome, though. The coaching staff and the community and the players welcome me in and have been great to me.
Well, it's not foreign. I know, that's up north, but you know how we appreciate football in the Deep South, Ohio, Ohio State, whatever. That whole high school football in Ohio, it's a priority like Texas.
All those coaches are from either West Virginia or Ohio. All right, quickly, we got about 30 seconds to talk about Southern. You got the Bluff this week. So you're going up to play there, the human jukebox, all of that. Tell me about that.
I think just anytime you can play in an atmosphere like that, it's fun as a college player and a student, just being able to see that environment, play a SWAC school that's, hour and a half away, local school. So I think it'll be fun for our guys. I'm sure they know a couple guys on the opposing team, so it'll be really fun for our team to be able to compete.
So Tech, LSU, now Southern, playing most of the state.
Yeah, it's been great. That's one of our big goals at the beginning is to win the state. And, Tech and LSU, obviously two really established programs, great programs in the state, and unfortunately weren't able to come out on top. But, this is kind of our first step of, playing the FCS teams in the state with the teams in our conference, and also getting to play another one with Southern.
It's all about the conference.
Well, quarterback to quarterback, you know what I like about you? That you know where to go with the football, you're accurate.
Oh. All right, you guys can throw the flags. Let them experience the flags.
There you go. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Right after the break, it's LSU time. Stick around. It's getting good.
Since 1954, Terrebonne General has been a beacon of health and hope in our community. As we mark 7 decades of dedication to your well-being, Terrebonne General Health System remains committed to advancing healthcare, improving lives, and expanding our services to meet your evolving needs. In celebrating our past, we look forward to a future filled with promise and progress. Your health is our legacy. To discover more, visit tghealthsystem.com.
Since 1988, Quality Rental Tools has provided specialized products to the oil and gas industry. Our locations allow for quick service to both land and marine operations. At Quality Rental, our name represents our commitment to our customers. Our uncompromising principles help us remain a strong and vibrant member of the oil and gas industry. To order any of our products for offshore and land needs, call us today at 1-888-922-3449. Quality Rental Tools, our name says it all.
Here at South Louisiana Bank, we know the importance of working together as a team.
We're always here for you when you need a loan. By the way, here's that crawfish powder you needed. You can borrow it anytime.
So whether it's business or personal banking, we do it all. Visit our locations to find out how we can support your financial needs.
Good luck with the restaurant.
Thank you. And tell your mama thanks for the recipe. Her secret's safe with me.
I will.
South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. It's our LSU segment. And guys, LSU, this is about as close to what you want to say the complete game as they played all year. Beat South Alabama 42-10. One thing with South Alabama, they had rolled up over 80 points against Bob's old team at Northwestern, 48 points the week before on the road against Appalachian State, and they came to Tiger Stadium, and maybe LSU was watching what happened with Ole Miss Kentucky and saying, we're not getting caught like that. And, man, right off the bat, you saw they put it to South Alabama and Major Apple.
Well, we've been waiting for this, LSU to get off to a fast start. And, LSU scored 4 touchdowns on the first 5 possessions. So that's what you needed. But how about Caden Durham? Who takes advantage of their opportunity and what they're going to do with that? Mike, you're talking about chunk plays and getting it done. And then you look at Nussmeier. Nussmeier had 409 yards passing, 4 total touchdowns. 5 different players had at least 3 receptions. So he's spreading the ball around.
Let's go to the highlights here of LSU. Bob, what you were talking about, out in the flat, Caden Durham, one of the sprint champs in the state of Texas, and you can see it. He just outruns people. I got a guy call in on Sports Talk, said, Mike, man, you talking about this Caden Durham. He ain't that fast. They got a lot of people faster than him. I was like, dude, you better buy your new TV.
Well, we also thought sometimes Jaden Daniels.
It wasn't fast, and look at him.
Yeah.
And then here, I think he just sort of ran out of steam. It was sort of back-to-back plays, and he gets pulled down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, then we got a QB touchdown.
And then Garrett gets in for the score. So now it's 14-0, and that was pretty much it. You could see the air sort of got left out.
Yeah, the first 4 times you winning, no, it wasn't going to be like what Nichols did. Look, come on, it wasn't going into after the second half. Nichols was right there with LSU.
Then Garrett throwing it downfield. C.J. Daniels coming up with the big catch to the 25-yard line, and then Garrett, nice. Man, because you got to respect that play action. Durham goes in for the score. And this is when he actually got hurt.
But he dislocated 2 toes and all. Not 1 toe, 2 toes.
2 of them.
Think about that.
And he throws it downfield, Garrett. And Kyron Lacey, Thibodeau High School, makes the big play. Stepped out of bounds a little bit earlier, but they marked it back. But then again, Garrett, right down the seam. And Mason Taylor. Is he a weapon for this football
the greatest tight end in LSU history as far as production.
And then again, gets in for the score. Aaron Anderson, who has really stepped up his game, former Edna Carr star, started at Alabama, transferred to LSU. LSU defensively really played pretty well in this game. They gave up a couple of chunk plays.
Except for this drive.
Yeah, one drive.
Yeah.
And he throws it downfield, and that's a nice pitch and catch combination there to hit that. Even though the defensive back kind of
they still have questions at safety. LSU does as much as you think of the whole DBs, the cornerbacks, the safety position. There's still questions with.
And then Caden tries to fit one in here. Boy, does he get an earful when he gets back to the sideline. Bob, you've been in that spot. Come on.
Yeah. So what if the coach chews you out? That's football.
And Garrett's dad played with the Saints. He's been a coach for a long time. He's used to getting chewed out.
Yeah, exactly.
So, people are making a big thing of it. Man, come on. He's used to
that. You can't talk to my son that way. Man, what are you talking about? Go watch the game. Go.
Those bleeding hearts out there.
You don't get that participation award.
Yeah.
And then throws it, gets it here, and then that's it. Josh Williams in for the score. And so LSU basically kind of took the air out of the football. We saw Ricky Collins late.
LSU thought that they were going to beat Nichols like this, not so fast. that didn't happen. I'm telling you, they thought that we're going to be Nichols like we beat South Alabama, but that's why you got to give Nichols
Pat
State
and
a lot of
Colin
credit.
had something to say.
Yes, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
The complexion
Not
of
so
them.
fast. I'm a man just like you. I don't care where you go to school.
Yeah, the complexion of LSU's been that slow start, though, and this is kind of a game maybe gives them a bunch of confidence. They
So
get
now
things
you get a
rolling.
week off.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Ole Miss loses to Kentucky.
They
Now
got
you gotta
humbled.
play, say, South Carolina, who defensively, their front unit is really good.
Right.
And Jackson Dart had issues last week, protection-wise.
He was acting a
throwing
little
the
prima
football.
donna,
Yeah.
kind of.
But, well, yeah, come on. He is
Yeah,
who he
but-
is.
but,
But look, the coach.
Lane Kiffin. No, they got humbled. So that might be the worst thing that happened.
Right, you know,
I agree.
They're gonna be a Hornets nest, baby.
You know, they're not high on the hog. That they got humbled, and so no. If LSU wins, they're gonna have to deserve that because Ole Miss will be ready, I believe.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Right after a short break, Stan Gravois in his Prep Football Roundup.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Welcome back to Sports on the Bayou. It's time for our weekly high school football report. In week 4, it was a tough start for Terrebonne High at Hahnville. This bad snap led to an early Hahnville touchdown. And on Hahnville's next possession, it's a 20-yard touchdown pass from Landon Teague to Colby Lewis. 14-0 Tigers of Hahnville. After another 3-and-out of Terrebonne, it was Hahnville scoring on this 29-yard run by Calvin Smith. All Hahnville early in this one, 21-0. Terrebonne scored twice in the second quarter on pass plays. First, this 11-yarder from Owen Oliver to Kevon Mahoney, and then this nice 14-yard pass play from Oliver to Quincy McKay. But in the second half, Hahnville puts it away. This 35-yard touchdown run by Calvin Smith was part of his 207 yards rushing. Hahnville overpowers Terrebonne 51-32. And on Thursday night, Vanderbilt dominated and outmanned a Morgan City High team. Jalen Coleman ran wild for the Terriers. It set a new mark for Vanderbilt Catholic, a 98-yard rushing touchdown in this one. That's the longest rushing play from scrimmage all time in Terrier history. And after building up a 35-0 first quarter score in this one, Vanderbilt Catholic sat most of their starters for the remainder of the game. Final score from Buddy Marcellus Stadium, Vanderbilt 45, Morgan City 8. Other scores from the Bayou region in week 4, Central Lafourche, a big win over Thibodeau High. H.L. Bourgeois keeps on rolling. They smash Patterson. Bunkie has no problems with Central Catholic. South Lafourche holds off South Terrebonne. E.D. White trounces Ellender. Lutcher runs away from Assumption. CCA in a one-sided affair with Hannon. West St. John whips Houma Christian, and Destrehan no problems with East St. John. And look at here, it's really early, but boy, it sure is nice to see Central Lafourche and HL Bourgeois at the top of District 8-5A after so many years of being at the bottom. Big games in that district this week. Destrehan's at Terrebonne, HL Bourgeois at Hornville, and Thibodaux is at East St. John. District 8 4A seems to have a tier system. In the top tier, you have Vanderbilt, Lutcher, and E.D. White. The middle tier, Assumption, South Lafourche, and South Terrebonne. And the bottom tier, Morgan City and Ellender. The big game in that district this week will be the Battle of the Undefeateds. It'll be Vanderbilt at Lutcher. In District 7 2A, it's Traditional Power, a Catholic of New Iberia, making a steady rise to the top. But West St. Mary's still the only undefeated team. And in District 7 1A, it looks like Jeanerette might be the only obstacle between CCA having a district championship and possibly an undefeated season.
It is my pleasure to be joined by Tony Clark. Tony is the athletic director at Thibodaux High School, also the head basketball coach there. And before I talk to Tony just a little bit, want to introduce a table that is there. Ashley Adams Barber, that was weird for me, Ashley, to say that like that, is the head basketball coach here. Ashley's actually married to the baseball coach at South Terrebonne, so that ought to be interesting.
So how that works out when they play, Ashley? It works out okay?
Trust me.
Sometimes. I get it. I understand.
Ashley controls that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Takes care of that. Next to her is the godfather of athletic trainers in our area, Jerry Blackwell. Does such a great job.
All right, Jay.
Everybody knows Jerry. Across from Jerry is Shane Trosclair, does a great job with the baseball program there at Thibodaux High, head baseball coach there. And next to him is Dre Trosclair, the head football coach. Thibodaux off to a really good start this year. Dre has kind of implemented a new offense in there, and they are doing really terrific. Interestingly enough, back to Tony, when I first started coaching, Tony was a running back at Thibodaux High and just basically ran us over. Went on to Tulane, had a really good career, but he's the head basketball coach now. How does that happen? How does that happen?
Give us that transition, Coach.
It started a long time ago. I was definitely a football coach, football assistant, and needed another position to make more money. That's how it started.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
And it just kind of
took it, and 3 years later, the head coach resigned kind of at an odd time in August, and assistant superintendent asked me about taking the position, and took it, and been doing it ever since.
Coach Tony, ask you about, we saw Kyron Lacey.
Yeah.
Kyron played on that state championship winning team for you. So tell us a little bit about Kyron and as a basketball player and a competitor.
Kyron was an outstanding basketball player. He was just a superior athlete. That's what kind of set him apart. I mean, he can run and jump. He was a character, but he was definitely a good athlete.
Listen, and when you consider Amik Robertson and Trevon Reed and all the other guys who have come through, it's really special of what you guys have done
we're
there.
proud of all of them. I mean, Amik played last night with Detroit. Trevon is coaching. I think they played Colorado Saturday, so he's with Central Florida. So, yeah, we're proud of all of those guys.
These guys have East St. John this week, a big game for them as they go out to reserve to take on a very athletic East St. John team. So we wish you guys the best of luck in that game. Again, thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
And
Thank
we'll
you,
be
Coach.
back with more Sports on the Bayou right after this.
Coming up, Chuck Bork or his sit-in will be here for What's Up, Chuck? When it comes to marine towing, Crosby Tugs has over 40 years of experience. We have the know-how to safely assist ships into and out of their berths, escort oil tankers quickly and safely, tow ships, respond to fuel spills, and work in extreme conditions. Founded in 1977 by Vinton and Kurt Crosby, we are one of the largest privately owned marine transportation businesses in the industry. If it's on the water, let Crosby be your transporter.
When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line. When victory alone isn't enough, you chase something greater, no matter how difficult the path, on the dirt, in the sand, and beyond. The new 2024 Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot, part of our most rugged trail sport lineup yet. From Honda.
Gen Gators Power Systems is the area's leading Kohler standby generator solution, specializing in maintenance, repair, and installation on all major brands, from gas to diesel and 2kW to 2000. Home or commercial, our team has you covered. Our factory-certified technicians and installers are highly trained to provide response and repair when you need it the most. We service what we sell, period. Trust the Gen Gators, where we sink our teeth into service.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors: Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Crosby Tugs. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. It's our What's Up Chuck segment. Chuck Bort. Chuck, thanks for joining us, brother.
Pleasure as always. I wanted to ask you, I guess both of you, all three of y'all, as I watched the Saints game this weekend, an article that I read about 2 or 3 weeks ago kept coming up in my mind where they were talking about Kirk Cousins coming off the foot injury, lack of mobility. And I think the article was the Saints would be glad to face this opponent that early in the season. And you roll into it, who's out? Their starting center, their starting right tackle. So the offensive line is decimated. You got a quarterback with little or no mobility, yet we did nothing against him. We couldn't get pressure on him. He had all the time in the world to throw the ball. What happened there? Where was our breakdown and what happened there?
Well, you got to win man to man. When I look at, like, Peyton Turner got a sack. Where was Carl Granderson?
Brian Versay.
Brian
Hasn't woken up yet.
You could go Chase Young. You know, you get a bunch of quarterback hurries, quarterback pressures, but no, we did not affect the opposing quarterback. And just goes to show you, now, we're going to be interested in this. Thursday night football is Tampa Bay and Atlanta. So we're going to watch that, then we play on Monday night. But if you look at what we did against the Eagles and look what Tampa Bay did against the Eagles, watch Tampa Bay get after Jalen Hurts with the pass rush. So I think if you want to influence the opposing quarterback, and I told Dennis on that, our pass rush has to be better. And I'm talking about not always having to trick people. You know, like when you bring in Alontae Taylor and all of a sudden, just kick off the season, he gets 3 sacks. I'd rather that be my defensive end. I'm telling you, as an experienced quarterback, what you hate, you can have all the experience in the world. I don't know if we do this against Pat Mahomes, but what you hate is when all of a sudden they're only rushing 4 people and it feels like a blitz, and they have 7 in coverage. Because if you know what you're doing, they could blitz. Mike always told you, it's cover 0 when they bring in the house. You know where to go with the football. You can get that yards after the catch.
So was that the hesitancy part of sending extra people against Kirk because of success he'd have in the pass against the Saints?
Yes, because he knows what he's doing. And then you do side adjustment, and then you got to be accurate with the football, the yards after the catch and all. So exactly. That's why you got to get to the you got to get home. And I'm not just talking about pressure. You got to get a sack by rushing 4 people. That's disappointing that the Saints have not done that.
And they could not stop the run. Tyler Algier, every game he plays against the Saints. 7
yards, 10 yards, 11 yards. More than Bijan Robinson. He's sexy and all that out of Texas, you know, kind of like Saquon Barkley, Alvin Kamara, pass receiving running back and all that. But when the game was trying to set the tone in that third quarter, they were running Algier.
And they didn't care if it was one run play after the other, 3 straight running plays. You counted it off last night, 7, 11, 15 yards.
No, we got gashed.
But you had a quarterback with no mobility. And that's, you watch him in the pocket, it's not like he was scrambling. He would go back, and he didn't move.
He
stayed within like a 1 yard area.
It's hard to question Dennis Allen and his defensive schemes, but you know, maybe you shake it up, you blitz a safety, you do some things, but you're right. When you got a Kirk Cousins back there, it's hard they'll burn you. I mean, it's hard to do that kind of stuff, but you got to be creative. We got to get pressure on the quarterback some way.
And your front 4 lost against Atlanta. They lost the battle.
And then we lost in the trenches against Philly.
They lost the battle against a team that had 2 of their starters out.
Correct.
Yeah. I think you got to look at the individual players. You know, when they want to go, they can go. and they got to make up their mind that they're going to get to the quarterback. And that's
So
it's that
I don't
attitude.
know. So are we going to beat the Chiefs? I don't know. But I know we got to beat Tampa Bay.
Yeah, exactly.
Then the natives will be restless.
I'm going to take the 5 points and the Saints. I'm going to take.
Oh no, yeah, that's a good.
Thank you, Chuck.
because the
Appreciate
Chiefs
it.
will
We'll
win
be back
barely.
with more sports
I
on
would
the
take the 5 points.
Don't fall asleep now, because when we come back, I'll give away an award to someone who's in the audience on my Stay to Play segment.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints, and St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. It's our State of Play. Martin, you got it.
All right, before we do the raffle, I want to acknowledge Chuck Bork is here with St. Martin & Bork, and every year they send students to close-up. Plus, they do a lot of other things, but they've been doing this for 30-plus years. So let's give Chuck and his crew a big round of applause. I mean, Chuck figured, you know, when he made a 2.5 in high school and college, that he wanted to help some high schoolers along the way. Chuck, what did you make? Just seriously, what did you make? 4.0?
I don't think it was that high, Martin. I'd have to go back and look at it.
Because I will go dig up your transcript. All right.
That sounds like a lawyer
All right,
answer,
what's
right?
that?
It sounds like a lawyer answer.
You know,
It does sound like
I
that.
was all excited after I got my wife pregnant at my senior year in
Oh, my
college.
God.
No, I can tell you, I made a 3.75. Before that, I was like 2.8. I was like, I'm passing in school.
Yeah, okay.
But all of a sudden, I got my priorities in order. So I might have been like Chuck.
The key to getting your GPA up is get pregnant, I guess. All right.
Yeah, no, because you're not honky-tonking and at home studying.
Let's roll the next segment. Y'all listen up. I want to get Chuck some
Fact check,
knowledge.
fact check.
And Joe.
Fact check, 3.75.
Fact check.
All right, close-up is right around the corner. We have people that are making donations again from St. Martin & Bork. Close-up again.
It's a tradition that was started by Mike St. Martin. We want to continue that tradition on. You hear me talk about it every year, but it's an opportunity for students from this area to go to Washington, D.C. and see how politics work.
Have y'all ever sat down and counted the amount of students that have been blessed by your law firm to get that experience?
We don't have an exact count, Mart, but based on the number of people who go on a yearly basis, I think it's well over 1,000 students now have had the opportunity to go. And you hear me say it, when I was in high school, I had an opportunity to do this trip. And I came back from this trip with this whole newfound knowledge and both newfound respect for the way our government works.
How do y'all decide on the numbers that go from each school? Is there a formula for this, or is it sort of random in nature?
Well, we make a set donation to every school, and then the schools decide how they're going to spend the money.
Y'all do Santa in the schools, y'all do vests for the police officers, y'all do close-up, y'all do a bunch of other things. I guess the obvious question, why? What makes the law firm want to get involved with all this?
The law firm has been a part of the community for ages. I mean, Mike St. Martin started the firm many years ago, and ever since then, he's played an important role in the community and has always felt the need to give back.
Everybody gets excited when Chuck and Joe start handing out checks?
I've been to South Terrebonne 28 years, probably well over 100 kids that I took, and then we had other teachers besides. So I know that they're going to help us every year, which is awesome.
Without St. Martin and Bork, there'd be a lot of kids who wouldn't be going to Washington.
Oh, definitely.
This is my first time to Washington, D.C. So
Really?
I'm excited. I'm excited to go with the
You
kids.
get to get the check, bring the kids, and have fun yourself.
Yes,
This
yes.
is a great experience for you.
Yes.
What are you looking most forward to?
I'm looking forward to seeing just the Capitol as everybody else sees it for the first time. And I know that'll be the first and last time I get to see it for the first time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So then I can share that excitement with kids that haven't been before as well.
It's just a magical experience, and I'm so grateful to be in this position and to accept this donation from St. Martin and Burke.
But how, you're a young teacher, so you get to go to Washington when you're young. I'm sure there's a lot of enthusiasm that goes with that.
Yes, I would agree with you. I'm just as a history teacher, I'm just as excited to see the sites as them. Some of the kids make fun of me because I probably get too excited and just sharing that experience with them. So
Wow,
I'm very appreciative.
That's pretty cool.
I've not gone as a teacher, but I went as a student in 2009.
Okay.
I actually went 2 weeks after the inauguration, and this year we are going 2 weeks after the inauguration.
The students on close-up are seeing things that you would never see. And that's a really neat thing. And so it's to the extent it takes a student and helps them develop a passion about something, helps them develop more of an interest in what they're learning in the classroom. It's just phenomenal. All right, here we go. Do this. Give them a hand. That's big time. We need people like that in the community, and our naming sponsors a bit. We're going to feature them all during the season. They do a great job of giving back, so that's incredible. So look, right now, throw the flags, get it over with, because I'm at 0. Throw it, come on, get it over with. Let's go. All right, here we go. Come on. That's all you got? My grandma has a better arm. Careful. All right. Kristen Bonner is going to help me pull the route.
I haven't seen no quarterbacks in the room.
Yeah, really. Powder Puff League. All right, so Kristen Bonner, the executive director of Schlop, is going to help me pull it. By the way, her husband's at the DA's table, but can we acknowledge we have Clayton Voisin, councilman here in the parish. There he is right there. Clayton, wave to the camera. All right, so if she pulls Kimball's number, Kimball, you know you do not win, right? All right, here we go. Let's do this different. We're going to do the first one's for 40. See, I'm changing it up. It's my money. I can do this, Steve. First one's 40, second one's 60. That way public officials can win too, because it's under the threshold of legality, all right? All right, here we go. 596919. The $40 winner. Anybody? Terry Bro.
Gato's in the audience.
Come on up, Terry.
Right.
He wants to
Give it back?
Oh,
Terry wants to give it back.
What a great
All right.
citizen Terry
That's
Bro.
pretty good, Terry. GIS, give him back.
Yeah.
Pull another one, Kristen. Somebody's going to win some money because Terry Bro gave it back. 596970.
The latecomer.
Nice.
What?
Hey,
Travis
whoa.
is giving it back. Jen Gate is giving back to the community.
Wow. Whoever takes it, they're going to be so damn guilty now.
You have no choice.
Oh, give it back.
They keep giving back. It's only going to be an hour and 5 minutes.
About it. It's $100. I don't want to give it away.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to give it to, if I win, I'm giving it to less than name, image, and likeness. and take care of them.
596947.
Oh, so close.
947.
Okay, count out there. Come on. Ian.
Hey, take
Giving
the
it
money.
back?
Take it.
Hey, you go to get a nice meal.
Buy your secretary lunch.
Give it back.
No,
Let's
see,
keep
everybody
going.
feels guilty.
Well, I tell you what.
It's a rollover.
That's pressure on the one that really wants the money. 596996. Come on, baby. Come on.
We got to win.
Explore Houma.
She goes, yeah, I won. I'm keeping that.
There you go. All right.
All right.
Take it to the house. All right. You want to give 20 back? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No,
Take that money and run.
Keep it.
All right, this is for $60. Here we go.
Oh, we're moving up in the world.
5, 9, 6, 9, 8, 0.
Oh, I had 981.
Feel like a bank. Mike Ratliff, yeah. Mr. Mike.
Mr. Mike said, hell yeah, I'm taking.
Give it to who?
Bobby Abery said, you heard him say, give it to Bobby Abery.
Yeah, say what? Say, give it to Bobby. Go take it, Bobby.
I'm taking that money.
Bobby, you want to give it back?
Okay. No.
No. Do it, Bobby.
I'm contributing to Nickel State's name, image, and likeness. So there's $60. So we're going to give $30, Guggenheim, and then the QB.
to Pat.
And to Pat McQueen, yeah, right here. So you could take out go on a date or something. I don't know. You got
That's good. Yeah.
This is one of them Burger King dates, though.
And I want to see y'all split that $60 into 30.
Yeah, you can. You each get $30.
Lester's the only guy I know that can do that.
You can get a sophisticated sandwich. So.
All right, there you have it. I appreciate the audience, and Chuck and Joe, thank y'all again for y'all donations to the kids.
Thank you, Chuck.
Mike, throw it back to you.
We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou.
All right. Coming up, a look at next week's game.
And as you can see behind me, the fury now is starting to happen. The wind's now probably a steady 30 miles per hour, and you'll get gusts from 40 to 45 miles per hour. Of course, that's probably the outer winds of the storm. And if this is the outer winds of the storm, believe me, I don't want to experience the fury of a 140 mile per hour wind.
Don't go to sleep on this tonight and think you're going to wake up and it may be a 1 or it may be gone. Think of it as a 3 or 4. Now let's track this hurricane, because all indications are it's coming right for Terrebonne and Lafourche. Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
All right. We'll be back next week with another version of Sports on the Bayou.
We'll see you next week on Sports on the Bayou.